It says we have 0 viewers. Why is that?
That's not true.
Oh, no. Nice.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We are the NAT30s, or mostly the NAT30s. We are missing a Zan tonight who is celebrating his anniversary. Do you remember how many years it is? Is it 10?
10, I think.
10-year wedding anniversary.
10 together. 10 together. I think they've been together for like 15 now.
Oh, okay. So congrats to Pat and Julie, and I hope that they are enjoying themselves. Clearly not as much as if they were playing Dungeons and Dragons, but you know.
You mean clearly not Julie trying to sleep and Pat playing Dungeons and Dragons.
So our announcements while we wait for Micaiah. Thank you to our sponsor, Armory, War Games and Hobbies in Fairhaven. Also, Foundry Virtual Tabletop, which we will be using tonight. And of course, we have joined the Compound Network. They are live at the moment, so you can head over to them. They are playing a new tabletop game that I think was Crimson Woods. It looked like a card game. James is back. And I actually saw him today, and he looked really good, and so very happy that he has recovered. He is officially COVID-free. Yes, officially COVID-free. And you know, he's still in recovery stage, but he's walking around and he's looking good, and we talked about more things that we will do together. So more opportunities ahead. I'll spam here the compound. So as part of our thing, I also jumped over to New England Comics. So if you are a local viewer, head over to the Armory, Tabletop Games, or New England Comics in Fairhaven, Westport, and New Bedford, respectively. And you can enter the word of the week. Hold on, let me put my little thing
I didn't
here.
know New England Comics was doing the word of the week.
Today's secret word is
Cabbages.
Cabbages.
Yay!
Wait,
I
don't
was
we
gonna
have
say-
some cabbages on the table? Was there cabbages in that
Yes,
giant
there's
trash
cabbages
bag of
there.
vegetables?
Yeah.
Do we have a cabbage?
Oh, we have one over there.
Grabbed it.
Yeah, I should have grabbed it. So you can head over to one of those 3 stores, or all 3 of those stores, actually. The Armory in Fairhaven, Tabletop Games in Westport, and New England Comics in New Bedford. And enter the word of the week into the jar. Winners are chosen on Mondays, and you get to win stuff that is in store. So gift cards, minis, comics, whatever the store owner is giving away, you'll be the winner. So head on over. I don't know that there's been many people who have entered, so your chances are pretty good.
Is there any rule against entering at each place?
No, you should enter at each place. Please
Okay,
go
good,
to
because
each
I totally
place.
would.
Yes,
I'd want
please
some
go to
free
each
minis,
place
I'd want some comics, I'd want
and
some
enter.
other stuff.
Yeah. Yes, we want you to go to all 3. We're going to work on trying to get some collaboration where, like, if you go to all 3, then once a month maybe you're entered into a much bigger prize. So we'll work on all of that. But yes, please go to all 3 stores. Let's see. I changed some things. I took the reroll off of our critties, and I added it to our stickers. And I took our sound alerts away because they weren't really stuff that were being used, and you guys can't hear it anyway. So the stickers are up on the stream. And basically go into the stream stickers, and you will see the character, and it will say reroll. And when you slap the sticker on the screen, I'll get this notification and I'll see it, and then that character gets a reroll. There's also an inspiration sticker that you can throw up there, and you'll just say who you want to have inspired. It's a exclamation D20 Rem. There you go. So that's new if you check out the stream stickers. And you'll be able to give inspiration and or rerolls to whoever you want, pretty much. Let's see, what else do we got here? Well, we gonna hold off from a Any other announcements?
I think Abaddon's holding a blurry cabbage.
Oh, yes, Abaddon is holding blurry cabbage. That's happening right now.
Nice.
It's still
cabbage
blurry, and
Abaddon.
it's awesome because it look like you can't. If I
looks
didn't, there we go, it's good there.
It
If I
looks
didn't
like
know
it's
it was a cabbage, I'd be like, what the fuck is she holding? Like, is that like an alien egg? Actually, it looks more like an alien egg now. It definitely looks like Invasion of the Body Snatchers pod, just really small.
Yeah,
You gotta
Graham says it looks like a
you
dragon
gotta
egg.
stop taking- you gotta take bites out of it.
There she is.
Oh, hey, there you are. You're muted.
What up?
Oh, there you are. All right. We are going to get started then. Graham is very happy to see you. I am going to put our intro in and then we will get started. You missed the announcements. Lucky you.
It's like the. It was like a Greek statue pose.
I know, it was cute.
Sorry, everybody. I didn't have the sound on for the intro. It's not as epic, obviously. Should I do it again?
Do it again.
I think let's do it again.
Do it again.
Everyone loves it.
All right, I'm
mean,
doing it
everybody-
again.
It gives us time to talk shit.
Okay, we're going to keep talking shit for another minute and 15 seconds.
I mean, it's like it's gonna be
Okay.
really loud.
I legit
Happening
thought you
fast.
said you were gonna say it was gonna be your dad just doing something he shouldn't be doing in the house.
Uh, Not this time. It's
Yeah.
D&D. He knows better. I got him locked up in the cage in the basement. I only bring him out for special occasions.
Dad, it's D&D night. Stay in your hole.
Get back in the hole.
Because if he didn't keep him in the hole, he would totally be sitting behind him, like
The intro
watching.
was muted the whole time.
What?
Again?
It showed that it had sound. Oh, it's just gonna be one of those nights, man.
How is our audio?
Yeah. Do we sound good?
It showed that it was playing.
Well,
Of
I mean,
course.
if that's
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, what a jerk.
ban him. Nope.
No, she gives me good butt description, so she's permanently allowed to do whatever she wants.
Okay.
Um,
You're good with the butt.
all right. So, all right. When we last left the Bums of Greenest, you had all traveled from the hunting lodge that you arrived at after taking a portal from Castle Naratar. You arrived at Parnast, a village several miles away from the hunting lodge that you had been sent to by Talus the White, a wearer of the purple, stationed at that hunting lodge. Tracks from the portal had led you up that way. Turned out that she was a Zentarim operative. You discovered that after the fact, really, but that Issa, your companion, is part of the black network of Zents. Although none of you really know what that means exactly, it's good information to have, as it appears that Talus was infiltrating for a couple of years, at least 1 year, maybe 2, and sending information back, which is interesting to you all as you have just been put on this mission over the past couple of months. So it is clear that others outside have been aware of the goings-on in this cult and have been watching, and perhaps things are starting to get a little bit more serious now. So you headed down from the lodge with a banner depicting the 5 chromatic dragon colors, and some passwords and a little bit better understanding of how to make your way into the village, which has been completely infiltrated by the cult, with a little bit of extra, up your sleeve so that you don't fail hard trying to pretend to be cultists. You were actually given a couple of companions who you were able to negotiate freedom for. Left them outside of the village, Brother Cayman and Maricela. You all made your way in, discovered a large stable that Abaddon noticed tracks outside, potentially dragon tracks, and you heard some loud roaring inside. Made your way into the tavern, the Golden Tankard, that was again full of individuals, clearly cultists, people giving the sign, and also the wheelwright that Talus had told you about as being a villager who did not appreciate the cult being there and maybe had not converted fully over to cooperation with them. Arik decided to head out to the wheelwright's home with him, although the wheelwright was terrified, not knowing who he was, and had just been confronted by Abaddon, a white demon tiefling. The rest of you hung out in the tavern, Erdnot yucking it up with some halfling and a couple of humans, and Micaiah revealed to Abaddon and Vidania that she had witnessed within the fortune teller's tent her dead half brother that she actually had just.
I didn't listen to any of that before.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either.
What was it? Huh?
No.
They laugh, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Like, oh, shit.
I'll wave. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh, her dead half-brother gave her a note that revealed that her mother had been lying to her all along about her father and his whereabouts, and that she had, oh, you didn't say all that, though. You didn't say all that, so I'm not going to go into all that, but that she'd been lying about her dead father, that she did have a quest she would like to go on after all is said and done, or if you guys have a moment, and that she had trust issues after finding out that her mom, who she cared for dearly, had been lying to her for quite some time. So Vidania and Abaddon were there for that conversation.
Safe.
Everybody's doing
Interpretive
jazz hands.
dance.
All right.
Napoleon Dynamite 20.
Zan left the tavern to go make sure that Arik did not keel the wheelwright, and
Captain Shipwreck.
Captain Shipwreck
Oh,
Wainwright.
I forgot about Shipwreck.
Yeah, Grim brought it up.
And
Memories.
ended up talking with Gundolin the wheelwright a little bit more. At that moment, after Vidania, Abaddon, and Micaiah were finishing up their conversation, the Captain Othelstan, who Ragnar, the barkeep, went to go get after Erdnot hinted at potentially wanting to see him, Othelstan walked through the door. This is where we pick up Othelstan walking through the door, acknowledging you all as new recruits. Zan and Arik outside. Arik had turned and seen two familiar shapes about 100 or 120 or so feet away.
No, I think it was Zan that noticed, and Arik noticed the dude going into the tavern.
Oh, opposite. Okay.
I tried to show Zan, like I elbowed him in the ribs and did this, but he was already through the door before Zan saw.
Okay, so swap it. Zan saw from 100 and so feet away the two individuals that you left in the woods entering the town, with the woman kind of hanging on the man, and Arik noticed the purple robes enter the tavern. So we'll pick up actually with you, Arik, and you with Zan outside.
Did you, real quick, did you recap that Abaddon's hand had an Evil Dead moment?
I didn't. It was kind of a side thing, but that did happen.
Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's why we were, like, the word of the week is cabbages, right? Because, like,
Yeah.
she picked the cabbages out of her cleavage and ate them.
I've been munching on cabbages this entire time.
Like, that's how she makes salad. She just puts them on her chest and just smashes them.
Shoot them into my
Slap
face.
chop.
Yes. Word of the week is
Watch
cabbages.
this. You're gonna love this.
Slap chop.
Oh my gosh, that
Oh, that's a new one. I'll just draw.
on Discord
I'll
had
draw
Is
a
that
new
the-
pair of boobs,
That should be.
and then just write slap chop.
Hey, this is Abaddon. You're gonna love this with the slap chop. Just drop them. Just
Can you-
smash,
Can you make me
just
some
smashing
coleslaw?
fruit with her boobs.
You want some cabbages?
I want some
Slap chop.
coleslaw.
You know, when you're 20, your tits can do that.
You can also do
Indeed.
that-
More.
You can also do that when you're like 70. Depends on where it is. You can actually do it from long distance.
Let's hope.
You can actually throw your titty.
Oh my gosh, experience.
across the room.
Oh, like the Indian dude in Street Fighter.
So we're at triple X right now. Maybe double
Oh,
X.
that's such a
Not
good reference.
I don't know what's
Sorry.
happening.
That's how you know throwing titties.
That's gotta be a spell.
So,
Throw.
Until you're 70, tits aren't a weapon, right? Can we confirm?
Maybe. That I don't know. I can't speak to that.
There's gotta be a home. I'm gonna homebrew that disembodied titty that you can fire.
Shadow tit.
We'll stop now.
Hey Goldilocks, thanks for coming. Bye.
Thanks and
Are you
sorry.
sure you want to be here?
This is why we're
Fine,
better
it's
than
fine.
Critical Role. You don't hear them talking about their own titty.
Did you click on the right link to get the? You might be in the wrong spot.
If you go for
And-
the DM, you stay for the titty talk.
If you came for D&D, I don't know.
Not
So
today, Satan.
Eric's, Eric's tits.
She didn't. The poor woman, the
Grim.
poor DM, didn't get 6 words into the actual campaign.
You haven't actually started the
session-
game tonight.
She was like, so we're gonna start with Arik, and then somebody was like, smash fruit with titties.
It's just gone.
Ugh,
She
I-
rolls with it. That's why we love her. Ain't mad at us.
So
Just rolls with it.
I get to think of like additional NPC, dialogue or whatever as you guys are talking. So, so Arik, you nudged Zan, who finally looked over at the front door, but too late. As you guys are kind of looking that way towards, you're a good like 60 to 80 feet away from the front door of the tavern, so it's a decent. It's like not right there. You kind of look over to your right slightly, and you can see just kind of like the tail end of a cart that is covered over with a cloth, the contents within it covered over with a cloth, slowly making its way. It's a horse-drawn cart, just one rider, slowly making its way in the direction, as you notice, going a little bit further down. I'll bring you guys over to this map actually so that you can see. Down that way is the direction to get to the front of the castle, to get to the castle gate.
I don't know which way just yet because my thing's still loading.
So like to the south
if you were highlighting
west. No, I wasn't highlighting anything.
something. Oh,
You've noticed, like, you guys can see the castle, and you did see it, but it is heavily obscured by fog. You can tell there's a castle there, but it is like this thick, very slow moving fog, but it makes it difficult to see exactly, like, you cannot see the bottom, you cannot see where it is, where its land might meet the land. You guys know that it is a flying castle, so but you do see this cart very slowly making its way down the road in that direction. There are people still walking around. It's a little bit chilly, but what are you doing?
The cart's just going that way.
Yep.
That's all.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna run after it or anything like that. How far away would it be from us? And how approximately now that my thing loaded? Do you have a spot of where it is? Is it just in the middle? Is it down the road?
No, it's probably, let me ping, like probably about there,
Okay.
but it's slowly making its way. So every, few seconds it's traveling. It's not in a rush. It's just clearly a cart full of stuff on its way to the castle.
Okay. I'm not gonna do anything regarding the cart.
Okay. All right. So Zan and Arik, I assume you guys are continuing to head towards the tavern.
Yep.
All right.
As are we somewhat alone in this clearing besides the 2 people that we saw that we know, the prisoners?
There are people walking about. Make
If I
a.
If
But
I was gonna say, is there anybody that's close enough that would overhear if I was trying to just tell him? Because I don't think we had enough time. But if I had filled him in on the fact that in this castle there's ogres, giants, the 2 past phrases, the fact there's a lot of giants, and about the stables with the wyverns that fly. I don't think I told Zan about them, so I would probably fill him in on the way, but only if if we're in a crowd of people or there's people that are going to overhear.
I think
I
you
would just
said I think you actually said last session that when he went in, you guys talked about it in the house with Gundolin.
All right. Well, then I would just ask him, since he has the quiver, and since Zan isn't here for our session, just to fill everybody in once we're there at the appropriate time.
Okay.
Just so I don't have to use words and tip anybody off.
All right. So you guys head in the direction of the tavern. Meanwhile, inside the tavern, Vidania, Erdnot, Micaiah, and Abaddon, Captain Othelstan, which I did not get to show you the image of this man the last time because I was having technical issues. So I'm going to pull it up now. That is not the image stream. That is a dragon. Just in case you were wondering. So this dude right here, let me find him and press the button, is who is stands.
Fella.
Huh?
Well, that dude means fucking business.
Yeah. He comes in, scars on his face, gold, purple. He's wearing a version of the outfit that you saw Frulam wearing back in the day, as well as Cyan Wrath, like wearers of the purple, very ceremonial but also functional armor. So he comes in, looks over, and makes his declaration about new recruits, looking at you all. The others in the tavern all like stand up and just kind of like put their heads down slightly as he comes in and makes his proclamation. Not the bartender, he just stands there looking at the group, but he comes in, new recruits, huh?
We all stand up as well. And I recommend we do this correctly.
I'll put my cabbage down and I'll join Erdy in saying Hail Tiamat and five
Yes,
fingered
so will Micaiah.
hail.
Should we say
Five
that out
finger
loud,
salute.
though? Like, I don't know if we should say Hail Tiamat out loud. 'cause remember
What's
that first
everybody
person-
doing? Everybody is playing their own characters.
I'm standing up and I'm putting my head down a little bit like everybody else is doing
Okay.
while he's talking. I'm just following exactly what everybody else is doing, try to blend in.
What's everybody doing? Same thing?
Yeah, we'll just
Vidania
like.
on mute.
Uh,
I can't hear Vidania.
I'm gonna.
Oh.
Am I muted? No.
No, you're good now.
I didn't hear what happened because I was talking to Lucy, but I will
Oh.
do what everybody else is doing.
Othelstan walks
Did
in.
Erdy jump up and say Hail Tiamat or no?
No, I stood up and I just put the hand out, but I didn't say
So-
hail.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the same as he has done.
Okay. So Othelstan, he looks over at all of you, and then he sees the banner, and he kind of gives it a weird look, and he's like, "Where'd you come by that?
Talos.
Anyone?"
Is that her name? Talos? Talos sent us.
Ah. Talos sent you. She gave you the banner.
Indeed, sir.
All right. He walks over, picks it up, and he says, "So where are you coming from? I don't recognize any of you."
We came from the lodge. She sent us over.
Well, before that,
Oh, the castle with the frog people.
oh, you made it through that. Resmir said there was an issue. There was an incident.
It got ugly. It was difficult, but we made it. We reported to Talos, and then she sent us here.
All right. What are your orders then?
Our orders were simply to report to the castle.
There's a castle. Okay. Come with me. And he heads out. He nods over at Ragnar, who nods back as he heads out of the front door.
My
Your food is
voice was
like
shit today. Sorry.
your food is like mostly eaten, but you know, you guys have been talking, so.
I ate a lot of cabbage.
Abaddon's saving the cabbage in her.
I don't
Good
think
luck,
I
though.
even touched my food.
Just snacks for later.
I don't leave vegetables behind.
Yeah, we know.
Makaya's
So-
gonna like slop a couple of bites in her mouth before she puts it down. Try to finish it.
As you guys are heading out, Tally, the halfling, she looks at you, Erdnot, and you had said your name was Orkla. That's right, I have it written down. She's like, "Nice to meet you, Orkla. Enjoy,
Hi. Likewise.
you lucky bastard." Arik, you are. I think I've put it. So, just a quick note to everybody. I think I turned off your ability to move your own tokens, and I only did that because you're about to enter like crazy maps that if you start roaming all around, like I won't be able to keep track of you. They're very big. So we'll do like as if we were playing Krem's roommate. We all know what your roommate does. Everybody knows cabbage causes gas. I guess that people who don't eat cabbage wouldn't know
It's
that.
large Brussels sprouts.
So anyway, I will, like, you can ping on the map where you want to move, and then I'll move your characters there. Just 'cause it'll get crazy if you guys all start roaming around this map, as people tend to do. So what you also can do is like you use the space bar, like the measurement tool with the space bar, and then it sends the request, and I just hit OK, and it moves you. So just things to think of. We'll see how it goes. So,
Just,
all right.
For some reason, my AC says 11. I'm not sure why. I just opened up my little thing in there.
Just strolling through the snow naked. You forgot
No,
to put your clothes
apparently.
back on.
Yeah, I have that sensor. That sensor bar is keeping me warm.
That's why you have an 11 and not a 10.
Your chainmail is not on.
Ew.
Oh wait.
My systems.
Oh no, you have a. I don't know why. What's your armor class supposed to be?
Funny.
19.
Ew.
Okay. Yeah, you can. I think you can just type it in there. I think. If you click on it. Could you test it? I know it will let me do it, but then I don't know if it will let you do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
somebody
let me
just
just change it.
inspired. Ed369 slapped an inspired sticker. So that means you get to give inspiration to anybody. So just type in chat who you want inspiration for.
Oh yeah, my character is the same thing. My armor class says 10 now.
Yeah, mine was that too.
I was just looking. Yeah.
I don't know.
If I change it and then X, change it and then I X that out, it just goes back to 11.
Oh, yeah. It's like the D&D Beyond stuff didn't get loaded back in. No, you know what? That's weird because my hit points are right, but my AC is wrong.
Maybe it's something with one of the updates or whatever.
Well,
Yeah, I just type it in.
yeah, I don't know what's up, but I'm not really
It's
using.
armor.
Yeah, I'm not really using the stuff in here at the moment. It's just more for the rolling of dice, which is fine. You guys can keep your D&D Beyond.
All equipment and everything is there. It's just the
Fourth
armor class
Wind
is off.
20. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Dirty 30.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So Ed, you can type in whichever character you want to have give inspiration to. In chat. Okay. So as you guys are walking out of the tavern, Arik, you and Zan are walking towards the tavern, and you're like probably about 10 feet away at that point when you see the door open, and out is walking the captain, holding onto the banner that you all had brought in. So he opens the door, heads out. He doesn't really acknowledge you, and just is heading in a northerly direction. And you see your party. What's the marching orders here behind Captain Oglestan?
I'll walk behind him.
Okay.
And I think Micaiah already has inspiration. I don't know if that's possible to have double inspiration.
No. So,
I believe she already has it from last session, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought inspiration had it like disappeared when it's
DM
not
gave
used.
She gave it to her at the end.
She gave me
I gave it to
Oh.
her. Yeah, I gave it at the end.
Okay.
used for this one.
Gotcha. Well, you
Right.
used double lucky.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what though? I'll say you have double inspiration. Just remember that you have 2. That's fine.
Right.
Go with it.
I'm alright with that. Thank you. I'll be sure to use
That's
it.
who Ed wanted to give it to, so I'm not gonna say he can't give it to you. So you have double inspiration.
To me, I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Ed.
So thank you. That's a D4 on a roll like for what? A save? I forget.
Yeah, for a skill check, an attack or a save. So you've got 2 of them.
Okay. All right. Sweet. Thank you so much.
So Erdnot steps out right after Othelstan. Who's next?
Micaiah would have hopped up. Had or not.
Okay.
Maybe me and V will hold hands as we leave.
Okay. So you guys head out. So Erdnot, you do see Arik and Zan heading in your direction as Othelstan is just marching in front of you towards the north.
Is north towards the castle or?
Nope. The castle is this way. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Since you didn't say anything about them, I'll just loud enough as if I was saying it to Micaiah. I'd be like, there are the 2 stragglers.
Oh yeah, I was wondering when they were gonna show up.
So Othelstan kind of slows down a moment and turns to look at you, Arik. He says, "You're with them?"
I am.
Well,
We are. I say we are. Because there's 2 of us.
get in line. And he keeps walking. As he turns to step and head away, you notice like the back of his cloak, his purple, like he's got one of those like half cloaks.
I don't want a description of this large scarred man's bum.
You're getting it. The cloak is cut like just above the small of his back, and so you do get a very clear view as it looks as though his like leather pants with all these buckles along the side. It looks like his ass is like trying to devour. It is like stuck right up between the ass cheeks of this man as he's walking. He reaches behind and pulls it out as he goes with one hand. And it doesn't give a shit if anybody sees because he's Captain Othelstan. But as he's walking, the pants just kind of like.
That's what I do on my walks with my gym shorts.
Does he? Do they kind of like the waistband rides down though, when you just see the whale tail of his?
Well, he's wearing quite a bit of.
His purple.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
the way you think. I like the way you think.
He's wearing quite a bit of armor, but like yeah, it's kind of like pulling in as he walks, and just like every 30, 45 seconds, he's got to pull it out of there. And
It's not like a chastity belt, though, right?
No. These are just like leather, like.
The armor's on the outside.
Don't you already be getting ideas about this guy? Asking about chastity belts. And
Curious.
what the hell?
Do you find it?
We gotta get in this castle.
Who is it?
Don't got time for that.
Thank you for the food.
Evidence asking questions about his fucking cod piece.
You gotta know.
Seriously.
I mean, if he's not scared of me, then I might have a chance.
Oh my.
You're welcome.
So, can somebody let me know when Vidania comes back? So, because I'm gonna put her little placeholder in instead.
Yeah. If she texts me.
Okay.
I think she put her phone down.
Just let me know because I have her covered.
Okay.
So, all right. So you guys are heading up, and he leads you to the north. And as he's walking, he kind of calls back a little bit. He's like, "I'm gonna bring you up to the cart. You can load it up, bring it down to the castle. This is just some supplies, a little bit of loot." He walks you up to the north, and you end up right in front of this this red building here, which I'm not going to move all of you there, but this is where you end up. And there is a cart outside, and you can see people are kind of loading, just finishing up, loading some crates and barrels inside. Opalstan comes over, the people like give the hand signal. You hear a couple of them go, "Hail, hail Tiamat, hail Tiamat," he says back. And there's a horse there. He just kind of pats the horse. It's not a very big cart.
It's a cute horse. What color is the horse?
It is like a chestnut brown horse with this like one of those little diamonds on the front of its snout area. What's that called on a horse? I don't know. My family had a horse farm. I have no idea.
A muzzle.
There you go. And it's got a little divot in it, so it's like not this perfect diamond, but it's got a little divot there. And he comes over, he just kind of like pats the horse, and then he turns to look at all of you. And he says, "Who wants to hold the banner?" It's one of you.
I'll put my hand up.
All right. So he hands it to you, and he says, "You all are new here, clearly. Very important. When you head down and get into the gate, you must say the words, Tiamat, our mother and strength. You will not pass through the gate. Say it in between the two giant stone golems. When you enter in, head to the north, through one of the open gates, and head northeast to the mouth of the cave. Someone will give you instructions there, but that is where the loot is being dropped. There are a couple things in the front that need to be brought over to the kitchens. Is this clear?
Aye.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, at least one of you needs to get up on the cart here. And he looks over at somebody who's bringing out some stuff. And it's just a nondescript human male. And he says, "This is it." Nods. It's very like business only. The person who like loads the stuff up almost looks like they're shaking slightly. Like every time he talks to them, it's just like a little jump. They put the stuff in there, and then they step back and look down at the ground. And the captain looks, "Any questions?"
I don't think so.
All right. Hail Tiamat.
Hail Tiamat.
Hail Tiamat.
They shall rise. And he's...
I'll hop up on the cart unless Abaddon's gonna push me aside.
Nope. I don't want to fight with you again.
Do we have to?
I think I'm the only one in this party.
35 fingers to get up there.
What was that? What'd you say?
You, Eric.
Oh, I was just being an idiot and said, does somebody have to give little Ernie like the 5 fingers like when you're a kid to like boost him out?
That's real. That's real.
Hey, I got you, Ernie.
You help
He's
a
got
guy out.
Good upper body strength.
I got you.
I'll just pet the horse. I want to
Okay.
pet the horse before we go.
Okay.
I
As
missed
you're-
it now.
As you're petting the horse, the guy who, Captain Othelstan He gives you guys all like a once over, and then he heads back down in the direction of the tavern. And the guy who was like helping to load stuff, or one of the guys, he's kind of lingered outside. He comes over to you, Abaddon, as you're heading, and he says, "Her name's Chip."
Chip.
Because of the chip in her.
Because the diamond's Chip.
Yeah.
I love it. And who are you?
It doesn't matter. Hail Tiamat. He just kind of like heads into the tailor's.
Wait, was he scared of me too?
You can make an insight check.
Oh, sorry. This is not all together.
Sorry.
Ladania's back, just letting you know while she's rolling.
Okay. His hands were still a little shaky, but you're not quite sure if it was because of you or because of Captain Othelstan, who's heading down towards the tavern as he headed back in. So you are all back together, heading down the road here. The horse is pretty slow. The cart is fairly full, but there doesn't seem to really be a rush to get down to the bottom.
Is Eric marching in front, holding up the banner?
Yeah, I mean, if that's where I've got to be to do that.
I'm assuming, like, I don't want to get shot down for it not being visible.
Yeah.
So
What was the passphrase, boy? Hail Tiamat, our mother and protector, or something of that sort.
Our mother in strength.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah. So
Micaiah would be, near boyfriend over here. And just ask him, that was a close one. You guys joined us. I didn't know where you were. Thank God you came back on time. What happened?
I'm assuming that there's the cultists on the wagon are fairly close.
no, there's nobody else on the wagon. There's just
us.
So just Erdnot is in the front steering the wagon. All the other people who were loading stuff, they
okay.
stayed. So it's just your group heading down to the castle. Yeah.
Yeah, she said that. That's the only reason why I asked you.
Sorry, I didn't catch
No,
that.
it's fine.
Just making friends. Basically, all the info we found out as far as passwords, Captain just told us. We do have to be careful. In this place, there's ogres, many giants.
Oh, great.
So hold your shit together, Erdy. And apparently there's a passcode of hail. How do you pronounce it again?
Hail butt.
Like hail butterpuss.
Blagoscus.
So we need to be careful. We need to watch our step here. The last thing we need to do is get mixed up fighting a bunch of giants, a dragon, and cult members.
That's an understatement.
Were you
Guys,
nice
you're-
to that poor man, I hope? You didn't, make him shit himself, did you? That man? Were you nice to him?
Who do you mean?
Oh, to Shipwreck.
Shipwreck.
Yeah, nice. Good friends. Best of friends now.
His kid was you're trying to kill him.
No. I tried nothing of the sort. He's also going to. I even gave him gold, but he.
Oh, you're so sweet.
He seemed very, very scared of all these cultists, but he's going to help take care of those 2 prisoners that we found in the lodge.
Oh, great.
Guys, can anyone see us? What is in this cart?
And I was about to ask if someone wanted to lift this blanket and look underneath.
Well,
Like-
I don't want anyone to be looking, and I don't want them to be able to see us. But I do like shiny things.
No, you're probably not the best one to go look then.
Don't steal anything, Abaddon. If you get caught, it might turn this whole mission upside down.
Never.
Are you looking to see if you can be seen?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to look around to see if anybody's like watching us as we
Right.
travel with this cart.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Can I
Oh
roll two?
no.
Yes. So Abaddon is kind of near the back a little bit, or not. You're up at the front. If you're gonna make a perception, yeah, go ahead and make a perception.
Son of a bitch!
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, oh, there we go.
Nat 1 and an 18.
All right, let me make a roll real quick.
Wonder if they'll beat a 1.
Shut
Maybe not.
Yes. So Erdnot, as you guys are heading down this road, like there's like the road is not so much the snow is coming down, but it's still at that point where it's not quite sticking. So the road is a little bit muddy at this point, a little bit slushy. So you can hear the horse going like the feet through the mud.
Chip.
Yeah, Chip. And looking out as you're going, you guys are kind of like talking to each other, but keeping it casual. You do see that there are people around, not necessarily watching you, but looking over as you pass. Like people are kind of going about their daily routine, and there are houses as you're traveling through and approaching the front of the castle. Not only that, but with an 18, as you start to get closer, again, the castle like looms ahead of you, but it's really difficult to see through the fog. You can see that there are towers, and as you're approaching the wooden bridge that leads over to the castle, like all around it, like the moat around it is just thick fog. You cannot see down. You can't see like, is there water there? Is it just like an empty ravine? But there's just this thick, heavy blanket of fog there. But looking up as you're approaching and getting closer, you're about like 160, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so you're probably like 160 feet away, but looking up, you can just barely see on the tops of these towers there, figures like walking up, just shadows, but they look very large. So there are people around who could potentially see you. Whether you want to keep trying anyway is up to you, but they could potentially see you. May or may not be suspicious of the fact that you look at it. Don't know.
It's too risky.
What?
Micaiah,
Did
keep
you
her
say
from
that out
looking
loud?
at
Oh.
It's a man Erdnot reaching over and like smacking Abaddon's hand. No,
So I would listen to Ernie and I would be like, no, that's enough.
just rolled up a newspaper and just hit Abaddon in the nose.
Yeah, basically.
It sounded like you're like, no.
No.
Bad.
So we're just gonna deliver this and not know what we're delivering. Isn't that part of our mission?
Listen, at another time, alright?
Part of our mission is finding out where it's going, not what it is.
Well, we know it's.
We know what it is. We just need to know where the end result of it going is.
This stupid castle.
On our way, alright? Just relax.
What if there are eggs in here? What if there's
Need to get
more?
in this cat.
So Danya, as you're listening to all of them talking, all of them except Zan, who is quiet, standing alongside you, you're your fur is just kind of lightly purring on your shoulders and adding to the warmth that you feel.
Oh
On-
my god, I am so
Snuggling.
jealous of your pet.
You won't be when it starts sprouting heads, like in Ghostbusters 2, when the lady steps in the ooze and her fur coat goes, and then goes running away. Because that's what's gonna
Cute,
fucking
though.
happen.
That's cute though.
I mean, they were dead and they're back to life. That's adorable.
Till they maw a child in Central Park.
So-
We would never do that.
Phoebe.
Well, maybe we would do that.
You continue on your way down towards the front of the castle here. Any other? Are you doing anything else? You're just heading on your way? Do you have anything else you wanted to do? Gonna try to look in the cart or just cross the bridge?
I'm in the back, right?
Yep. Well, so you can't be on the cart because it's like full.
Can
but
I
so-
like fall back like to the back of the cart?
Erdnot's
Yeah,
the only
but-
one technically on the cart. The rest of you are all walking by it.
Micaiah does have standing orders to slap your hand.
But if I'm not close to Micaiah.
She's
Oh,
Am I
she's gonna
actually
lift it.
Amazon?
stupid, and she's right by your side, dummy.
No, if I go to the very, very back of the cart, nobody's there.
How do you know? I could be a spider. You never know when I could be watching you. You don't know.
Are
You
you
don't wanna-
morphing?
That's crazy.
You want to break my trust again?
You know about Micaiah and her trust.
She's got issues. Mickey's got issues.
Very long conversation about all this, and then here you are again. This is so disappointing.
You don't even know this is happening yet. I haven't done anything. You can't yell at me yet.
Avedon's gonna open a crate thinking it's like, oh, what gold and pearls and little jewels I can, and it's gonna be like a crate of old fish pies or something.
Right, but now you'll eat them in record time too.
All right, Abaddon, what are you doing?
I want to peek.
All right, roll a sleight of hand.
I mean, she already rolled a nat 1, guys, so I don't see her rolling 2 in a row.
Well,
She gotta roll high on this one.
I like the way you
rolled
think.
the last 2 were under 10. This one has to be above.
Whose sheet is this? Tidy Fivey.
Okay, or it can be below a 10.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just wrong.
Just slightly.
Yeah, so Abaddon, you go to like reach to lift up, and you scanned around. You didn't see anybody looking, but as you go to reach up to lift up the cloth, your hand is whacked really hard. You like let go, and you look, and Micaiah's standing there looking at you, and she just whacked you with her quarterstaff. And Vidania is also just looking at you, and so is Zan. They're just all kind of looking at you.
That just hurts. Like,
Yeah, like the cart stops, Arik stops, everybody just once turns to the center for a solid 10 seconds.
Damn, can I try again?
Yeah,
Because
so
you know what happens with kids is it takes a while.
Everyone's staring at her.
Indeed.
She's like,
freaking god.
so you guys start to approach the bridge and make a sleight of hand, but with disadvantage.
Oh, I didn't think you were serious at all.
If you're gonna try again. If you're not trying
Oh,
again,
yeah.
then you don't have to
I
roll.
want to
Okay.
try again.
Yeah, all right. Disadvantage.
This is when she-
When I notice her doing that, can I try to make a distraction?
Oh my motherfucking god. I'm not rolling for the rest of the night. Like, that's it.
Never
No
mind,
more
it's not
trouble.
worth it.
No more trouble, guys. Oh, no more trouble.
So Vidania, you go to try to, you see like her reaching for it again, and you're like about to say something, or you're like racking your brain, like what can I do? And you're like about to, but she just like she reaches for it and her hand like gets caught, like her robe gets caught on something, and so she pulls it up, and then the one of the her robe that she's wearing, one of the cart fucking, what's that word? What is that? A crate. Jesus
Wheel.
fucking Christ.
Great.
Rusty nail.
Crate gets caught on her sleeve, and she pulls her arm up, and the crate gets pulled up, and then it lets go and slams down, and it makes all this noise. Everybody again turns to look as she's standing
Plastic,
there.
will someone tie up that child's hands?
I'm gonna walk up to the horse. Me and Chip are gonna walk together.
Abaddon just quickly
Yeah,
to the front,
The horse,
right where you
is
can see her.
the horse is probably more stealthy than Abaddon is right now.
So,
Those dice go.
so as you approach the castle here, and you can see that there's this lowered drawbridge that spans like a really foggy moat. As I've said, you cannot see down there, and beyond the drawbridge is an open portcullis, and beyond the portcullis is a covered gateway that leads to an open courtyard, and you can see this as you're heading through. I'm gonna switch you guys over to the other map here.
DM, a quick question. When Ethel, Ophel, whatever his name stand, did he say that it was a two-part phrase when he said, "Hail Tiamat, our mother in strength"? Is it like, "Hail Tiamat"? Is it a call and response? Like they'll say, "Hail Tiamat," and then we'll respond with "Our mother in strength"?
He did not say. He did not specify.
I took it as like you say that as all.
Just one thing. I just wanted to be
things,
sure.
the way I took it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you enter here. There's this covered gateway leading to an open courtyard. As you can see, there are these huge figures that loom in the gateway, and as you approach, they appear to be you see the heavy oak and iron portcullis is drawn up, so it's up and ready for you to enter, and there are two life-sized statues of 18-foot tall cloud giants, one male, one female. They're facing each other within the gateway. So the cart enters, and it enters on the stone, and as you come up, you can see, as I mentioned, you get closer, and as you're looking up, you see these two large towers. The walls of this castle, now that you've gotten closer, they appear to be this opaque, thick ice. The whole thing is just made of smooth ice. As you approached, you could see large looming figures up on the tops of these towers that are probably a good 100 feet up. As you got closer, this whole building or structure is built for giant stature individuals.
What's made out of ice?
The castle itself.
Oh, okay. But this part right here is stone?
No, so there are two life-size statues of 18-foot tall cloud giants. The portcullis is oak and iron.
Okay.
So they are just... Yep, they are flanking you as you enter.
Oh,
Flanking
does
as in
Micaiah
it's
recognize at all? Like, are these famous giants, like, from any kind of mythology or anything like that she might know?
I have stone cunning, so if there's stone statues, I have proficiency in their history.
Cut
So
that stone.
I can.
Alright. As we're moving, Arik's gonna pause because I believe
This is, I think, where we're supposed to say the words. Yeah.
yeah, I almost said shipwreck. I swear to God, the wheelwright had told me to say. I believe this is where he said. So, are we all saying it as unison? Does everybody have to say it? Arik's just gonna say, "Hail Tiamat, our mother in strength."
Okay.
Loudly, so hopefully it echoes.
Okay.
Because he had mentioned that there was ogres, stone.
So did the captain guy too.
Yeah, this is, I think
He
this is
said
where
that
it's
to all of us.
Oh, God.
But he doesn't know that.
No, he was there.
He was there when the captain said it. The guy said it.
No.
Yeah, he said it.
Yep.
So these large statues are actually made of ice as well.
Oh, motherfucker. I know
So
shit
you
about
can,
ice.
you guys can both roll if you're proficient. Are you proficient in history, Micaiah?
No, I'm not. I'm only plus.
Not. You can roll a history check.
I wouldn't be able to use my proficiency because it's for stone. It's
No,
it's
you
a-
are-
it's a-
you- You are
No, I'm-
proficient, right, in history?
No, I'm not proficient in history. I am proficient if I roll an intelligence check for history to determine like the history of like a stone object or something like that. Then I get to double my proficiency bonus to the roll. But I'm not proficient in history without it, and because this isn't stone, this trait wouldn't apply.
Okay.
Yeah, but didn't you just say that they were made of ice and stone? Or
No,
was it
they're
just
made of
ice?
just
No,
ice.
The portcullis was made out of iron and wood.
None of you are proficient in history? I thought you were.
Mm-mm.
I got a -1 in
I'm
history.
not.
Oh
I'm
shit.
plus 1. I mean, I'm a
I don't
history teacher in IRL, but like not in D&D.
Ask her about the
Really?
War of
Oh,
1812.
I
I mean, yeah.
Oh wow, none of you are proficient in history. That is
Is
unfortunate.
Zan?
Oh, really? Are you serious?
I mean, I'll take a roll in the dark, sure.
No, he is not. He is not. Okay.
Does
Yeah, so
I
you
know from her travels, from military, from anything, something?
nope. So looking as you head into
Ooh,
this
what about investigation? Can we sneak with that?
that would be if you want to go start poking around in this courtyard area. Which you can do.
Can I
Tie her
poke
up.
around from not? I mean, can I poke around from a distance, or do I have to get
no,
close and be
no,
suspicious?
yeah, no,
Only-
that would be a
Only
perception
if you
check.
throw your titty at them.
I poke
Go
around from
explore.
her.
Can I TAT and check?
I don't know what that
Just
means.
kidding.
Can I tap?
Sorry, Titty.
Toss a tit.
Oh.
Toss it in?
My
If
God.
that isn't a King Richard's Fair Renaissance Fair game next year, I am quitting. Toss a tit is like
Well,
gotta be 7
how about that's
that
what they
game.
call cornhole at the Renaissance Fair. Well, we name it toss a tit.
they have a cleavage
worked.
contest every year. So you have the cleavage contest, the joust, and then toss a tit.
This is why I should never leave the house. But I won't do it. So I'm not gonna do that.
You're not
Yeah,
gonna do
no.
what? You're not gonna investigate? You're not gonna
Toss it.
pull a
I'm not
tit
gonna
out?
investigate. I think ice would scare me.
Okay.
It's too slippery.
I think Hellish Rebuke is cold damage, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it's fire damage.
Hellish is, yeah, it's fire.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So, one second. Sorry, Goldie. So what you do is you actually put hashtag 30new20 and then you put a space and then you type 1. And then that means you bought like 1 ticket. I don't know why it does this way. It's stupid, but okay. So as you're passing through, Arik, you kind of just looking at both of these golems here, just say the words and nothing happens.
Oh, can I check I can't even see you. I can hear you laughing at me, you asshole. Can I? Can I check in from a distance for any like magical attributes from these giant made of ice things?
You can make a perception check. You are.
I need better Can I gain? I need to be a different character.
Well, there are like
I
magical
rolled
items.
something different. I think I rolled something.
So looking at these as you guys are kind of traveling through, I assume, or did you stop?
I think we stopped and said the words and are
Okay.
waiting to see if anything happens.
Okay. So you
I'm
currently.
not making any other weird moves
Okay.
than what's happening already.
Looking at these golems as you're standing there, you're just kind of scanning them from the cart or close to the cart, and you don't see anything. They're just in a static position, and they have not moved.
All right. Oh, we'll move on then.
No, before we move, just to make sure, is there anybody else that's in there?
No.
In the no. Eric's gonna say that Hail Blagapus, however the hell you pronounce that. My tongue is not. Eric's tongue is equipped to say it. Mine is not.
I thought you were supposed to hail the platypus like somewhere else because he flies.
I'm saying
past
it just in case because I can't remember.
I thought that's what she said.
Goldie, thank you.
In keeping with Eric not really being a giant guy of words, of writing, I try to take like notes, but I take them very shorthand. So I just wrote literally ogres, giants, Tiamat, our mom in strength, hail, Blagapus, many giants, stable, wyverns, flying. That is, you know what I mean? All the notes I took.
That's all you need.
Well, I can't remember. Eric can't remember if it's Tiamat, our mother in strength, or hail, Blagapus. So he just said both, just to like cover both the fucking bases. You know what I mean? If it's like a password or whatever, you know what I mean? Figured if he says it.
Or not, just looks at him slowly and says, platypus.
Blagathicus.
Blagarthicus.
So you guys are the words like echo off of these ice walls all around you in this giant gateway, and then it goes quiet. You can hear people kind of moving around and rustling like out in the courtyard that's ahead of you, but the horse whinnies a little bit.
What? Chippy?
Yep.
Winnie's?
And then,
Why? I'm gonna
Just a
check
little-
on Chip.
You had to just kind of standing there waiting.
well, I mean, we said both, so we should be covered
Yeah.
at least.
Or not clicks the horse and
Okay.
cart moves forward.
Come on, Bubby.
All right.
Say that to
She
Chip.
did not say that.
I said it to Chip.
So you exit through this open gateway here into the open courtyard. And you know what? You guys have much better vision. So hold on. Let me just double.
Oh, we don't got history, but we got vision.
It's true.
We can
Let's
see shit, just not behind us in
this-
time.
In the past.
It's yeah. All right. This is better.
Got no recollection.
'Cause it's
Give me
only
1
like
second, guys.
Yep.
My fish is beating the hell out of the top of the tank for some weird reason, so I want to make sure that's not. All right. Give me 1 sec.
Yep.
It sounds like an emergency. And he's gone. That's
So-
an emergency.
Did he say that his fish was beating his tank?
I thought you
Did
said
fish-
eating the tank.
Eating the tank?
No,
The
it
fish
was
jumped
eating
out of the tank and ate his face.
That's
is
what
how
just
rumors-
happened.
This is
No,
Um,
I'm all the way across the room and I can still hear you guys from the headphones.
Eric has diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
He ate the fish. Got diarrhea.
I can literally hear that from across the room. For the record, I do not have diarrhea.
It's biting him on the way out.
Let the record show he does not have diarrhea.
Hail Tiamat.
So you enter the lower courtyard, and there are walls again of solid ice that enclose this courtyard that you can see. The walls, there are two gates up ahead, that one on the left, one on the right, and then also a doorway that is open at the moment, leading into like a center opening here with the wall. So basically in front of you, you see a wall with a little protruded area with a doorway in it, and then along the wall there are two open archways that you can pass through. To the left and to the right are what appear to be like stables. You can see people walking back and forth, like stable hands going in and out of a couple of doors that are in there. And you can hear some like familiar screeching from inside of those stables. I don't know which one did I use? Hold on. Let's see if it was this one. No, not that one. That one's too crazy. Hold on. No, that one's too crazy too. Anyway, you hear some screeching, but similar to what you had heard in the stables within the city, the town. It's not super busy in this courtyard at the moment, but as you come out from this ice gate and kind of like look back behind you, again you can see a couple of other towers to the left and right, so it looks like a total of 4, and you see large creatures up at the top kind of staring out over at you, and you believe these to be ogres.
Ew.
And they're just kind of watching. One of them points down at you as you come in.
Can we see a cave mouth? Mouth of cave? Cave mouth?
Nope, all you can see in this particular courtyard area is the two, if you scroll out, you can see me pinging, but over up to the north, you can see these two entryways that are leading further in, and then you see an open door with an ogre inside, kind of walking through.
Which path looks like it's most traveled by carts?
Ah, shit. Yeah, you just took the words out of my mouth.
So the one to your, the one here appears to be the most well-traveled.
All right. I'll
Based
just
off of the...
turn us to follow that path.
Okay.
Can I nudge Erdy and I say, what about northeast?
What about it?
He said to go to the mouth of the cave. Northeast, after we go through the gate. Or is that through the gate?
And are you a compass?
Listen.
You guys are slowly heading in a northeasterly direction.
Oh, all right.
As you're having this conversation.
Where is
you-
the compass?
You get kind
I mean, it looks west.
It looks a little west.
How
So-
old does your kind get? Because I don't see you lasting very long.
I'm gonna go check for treasure again. No, just kidding. I will have not said that if I knew that we were going northeast.
Yeah, you
Then-
started heading that way. You're walking that way. As you get a little bit closer to the stable over here, you get like a whiff of like some kind of droppings and rotted flesh. And you do see like a door open, one of the stable doors open, and you get a little glimpse of a wing flapping in there as the human. And as the door opens, this human person comes out. You see a little armband, black cloth tied around their arm. They're wearing just kind of dirty stable hand clothing.
Oops, man.
As you guys head through this gate.
Rude.
Roy knows what I'm talking about.
The poopsmith, the cheat. Everybody knows what you're talking about.
Well, there's another meeting between us.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yo, weirdos.
We're not poopsmiths.
There's just another meeting between the two of them. So you head out.
Hey,
These maps.
Don't kink shame him.
Oh, of course not. You do you. You do you, girl. These maps are huge, so you can scroll out and see, you know.
There's a big fucking hand.
Jesus Christ.
You
Is that not a
pass.
Bastille?
You pass through, and so as you were heading up that way, actually, you got this like whiff of like droppings, some kind of animal droppings, and like rotted flesh from the east. But then you also got a whiff of something foul, from the west as well, like coming out of that open door. But it's not a smell you're super familiar with. So it was just like two commingling, horrible, unclean, rotting scents as you walked in here.
Is it giant stank? Because I'd be familiar with giant stank.
It is not.
It's all
I
that
mean,
that
giants.
herb not's been eaten.
Like a giant is like a type of humanoid, so like like a troll's a giant, an Etten is a giant, a cloud giant, a stone
Yeah, but
goat.
they all
Like,
got big stanky butts.
yeah, but they all have their own unique scent.
How about any footprints that are out of that I might recognize? Can I check for that?
Make an investigation check.
Oh wait, that's not so bad.
I mean, is everything on the map we can see? Is that everything we can see? Like our character can see?
Yeah, I'll give you a little bit of extra flair.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, alright.
Is that a natty
That's
20?
complicated everything.
What else do you want me to investigate? I'll
So
take
what-
a look for you.
So what you see, as you're going through and walking along beside the side ship, you can see there are a lot of footprints of all different shapes and sizes, all mixed in together here. It's fairly snowy on the ground. The snow that is falling from the sky, which there actually is, I just don't have it falling because the map is huge and I didn't want to kill your computers. The snow has continued to fall. It's sticking here. So it's a mixture of slush and like solid snow, what you can see in front of you. Basically, this map does a really good job of just kind of giving you a visual of what the paths look like. You, Avedon, as you're just kind of looking around, you see cart tracks. You can make out distinct horse hooves tracks. You see footprints like stepping out to the side that look to be humanoid. Shoes. You do make out.
Of course I do.
With whom?
With you do make out the footprints of a most likely like a dragonborn, like you got familiar with when you were fighting Cyanrath. That shape of a foot. You see huge footprints that are at least 3, maybe 4 times the size of a humanoid foot. Looking back, you can see your own tracks in the mud. You also can see smaller dragon-like footprints running around in different areas, and it makes sense that as you emerge into this courtyard, you can see cultists walking around, and they are unlike the ones that were in the town. They are in like they're overtly wearing the uniforms of Tiamat. These ones all appear to be primarily a mixture of like white and black, as you guys have been informed that sometimes they wear little cloth bands. Other times they have gloves that have like designs on them in the color of the dragon that they have chosen to become loyal to. So you can see like white and black primarily in this area walking around. You also see kobolds running around, mostly up in the northwestern area as you guys move forward with your cart. So like if you scroll out, it should show you coming up, heading like in this direction up here to the northwest, running over there. You can't quite see past, but you are able to make out a variety of footprints, dragon-like, giant, humanoid, and they're all kind of mixed together up here. What you also see, so there's a lot to see here, so sorry, I will do my best.
Is this just me seeing it, or is it everybody?
Only you see the footprints, yes.
Just, okay.
So you can tell them if you want, but that's what you're seeing as you come out. Over to the right here, you can see some ballista and other weaponry that have been kind of cast aside. Some of them appear to be in good working order, and others appear to be in like stages of repair. To the west a little bit further, you can see again.
Are they normal sized or like giant sized?
They are giant sized.
Oh,
and normal size. There's a mix. There's a mix of the two.
That's what she said.
Over to the west, you see the cultists. This appears to be where the cultists are kind of mingling. They're heading in and out of the doors that lead to the west here. There is a large tower also with some stairs that lead again over to the west area. Can you guys see my little oh, you can't see. Hold on.
Your cursor?
Yeah, can you see my cursor?
I'm zoomed so far
Moving
out,
around?
I can't read them.
Can you? I'm doing in a circle right now. Can you see it?
Yes.
No, you can't. Can you see it now?
Whoa.
Yeah, I just
All right. So I'm gonna show you guys
They're all
over
moving now.
here.
Okay.
To the west is a set of stairs that is leading up into one of the towers. There are some doorways up here in this direction that appear to be, again, you can see humanoids walking back and forth in full cultist clothing. They are not trying to hide who they are here.
And these towers everything is solid ice.
The entire castle is solid ice. There is also like a light fog in this area. Up here to the north, you can see a huge, like this thing is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet across and probably like 40 feet tall. This huge hand up to the north. That right to the west of that is the entrance, what appears to be the entrance to the cave that Othelstan was mentioning. It's like carved into the ice and darkened as like it goes down. You cannot see in, but you do see at least one cart that's just kind of parked outside of it, covered with whatever's inside of it is covered with the tarp. And there are now and again, like you can see a cultist walk over. There are two of them kind of chatting over there at the moment. A couple of doorways up here leading. So right in front of you is the main tower. the main keep. Let me just do a real quick thing to see what you guys can see here. I wonder if I can change this the way I have this. No, I can't. It goes up a long way. You can see the top of it, but it is like, again, there's like a fog up at the top. This tower is huge. You can see 3 doors right in front of you. And also, again, let me see what angle you can see here. Right next to you are some stairs that lead up to the wall that you just passed through. And then there's a smaller tower right over here to the west, and some stairs that lead up. So there's like a small tower with this like connecting bridge to another tower over to the west, and it connects to the main huge tower in the middle. There's a lot going on. It's a huge castle, but essentially you get the impression that the mouth of the cave that he was referring to is what is directly in front of you here to the northeast.
And that's where we're gonna head.
All right.
And Ernard just goes, "That's a big fucking hand."
Is there anyone else around in here that's carrying a banner like we are?
Make a perception check.
I just had to zoom in to find my... I had to click up, actually. Oh, we don't have the skills thing anymore, right there.
Oh no, I didn't. Did I turn that off? Oh no, it's there.
I have it.
Yeah, it's there. You just have to have yourself selected.
No, I don't have it for mine on some reason. And when I click on my thing, it won't even bring up my real page. It has a weird. You can't see what I see, right?
No.
On my thing. Because for some reason it just says owned items, fighter, hit points, fighting styles, second wind. It's not giving me my normal page. Was there another way to do that? Was it to bring it up? I'm trying to remember. My character sheet.
No, if you hit C, it should be there.
C. That's right. Nope. I take a picture with it with my phone and send it to you, but it's doing this really weird thing.
Yeah,
you
guys can.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah, you guys can use D&D Beyond. Like you should just probably stick to D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it's doing like I don't have the whatchamacallit, the skills to roll up top or anything like that. For some strange reason, I don't know why. Just pull that up real quick. Is it a perception check?
Yeah.
That's gonna be good for me. That's a 10.
Okay.
At least I don't have a 0, right? Oh no, it does it anyways, I forgot. This you don't have to worry about the modifiers, it does it right for you.
Yeah. Looking around in this particular area, you do not see anybody else with like a banner like what you have. Over to the western area where there are like some cultists walking in between these buildings along this path. There does appear to be a black banner hanging outside of one of the doors, and then a white banner. So a black banner hanging outside the door, kind of like to the east, and a white banner hanging outside the door to the east.
And ours is like a rainbow banner, right?
Yours has all of them, yes.
So does that give us access to like everywhere then? We got like the master key.
Don't think it works that way, sadly. But okay, I'll still hold it up. I just didn't want to seem like if everybody's just like relaxed, I didn't want to seem like the one weirdo who's like, we're part of the cult and just carry the banner when there's no need for it. But I'll still hold it high until we get to the cave.
Okay. So you guys head out again, like you're heading up this way. There are people and kobolds and everybody's like going about their business.
Is anybody looking at us? And I'm sure they're looking at us, but Is anyone paying more attention than other than a passing glance?
You can make a perception check for that as well.
Make it good, make it good, make it good, make it good.
15.
So looking around at everybody, you see a couple of cultists who walk by and they kind of give the hand signal here, but nobody appears to, at this moment, be paying all that much attention. Abaddon, per usual, does seem to be getting a little bit more of like eyes, but nothing like you've gotten the impression.
Cute eyes, right?
Yeah, there you go. You've gotten the impression that like the cult accepts all, so it's not like, you know, oh my god, who is this?
So while I'm looking around, I'll roll again if you want me to. What are the interactions with the people in this courtyard? Like, are they pretty chill, or is it like militaristic? Like people are in the process of doing tasks, or are people just casually walking by? Are there conversations being had?
Yes, to all of it. There's a mixture. It looks like people are preparing for something, but they're like the humans or the cultists, which is like a mixture of mostly humans, but there you see a couple of like smaller of the smaller races, maybe halflings, dwarves. There are also you get little glimpses of skin colors that are not human-like, so maybe greens and like greenish browns that might signify half orcs.
Green
You also see, you know, tails and stuff. There's which could be like canine folk or cat folk or, you know, lion folk. There's all different types here. So people, some are having conversations, others are like on a task and they're doing it. The kobolds seem to be running around like crazy, as they always do. But there doesn't, and then like the ogres that you can see up at the top of the tower are just kind of patrolling, and they keep looking down at everybody and then like talking to one another, but it's a mixture here of people on task and off task. It's a very large.
Is he right behind me? Is that what I'm saying? Erdy's right behind me.
Well, he would be driving the cart there, so I just kind of threw you guys on here so you could see.
I want to at some point like nudge the closest person to me then, and just be like kind of smirky. We're in the clear. They don't care. We all look the same here. It's everybody's. It doesn't matter. We're doing it.
Don't let your guard down last.
Can I do that more concisely?
You're doing it,
Peter. I'd like to do something like that, but with more. Well, no, she would probably do that. Never mind.
She turns around, Makai.
So who are you talking to?
Well, if Erdy's on the cart, I don't know exactly who would be next to me in the lineup, or if I could just say it to the horse too. Actually, if the horse is the only thing that's nearby.
It's really up to you guys who's standing next to whoever's next to. So if you're at the front, then Ernat would probably.
Next to her because I'm making sure that she ain't trying to touch that treasure again. So I'm ready to slap her hand at any moment. I'm holding actions over here.
Against me, I love it.
I'm holding actions against her.
Like, we're in
She's gonna draw 6 guns.
And she's like, I gotta worry about this bitch.
Yeah, for real. It's
okay.
Like you rolled.
Then I'll say that to Micaiah. I'm gonna whisper that to Micaiah. Like, just be like, they don't even know. Everything's fine. We're good.
Micaiah's just gonna wink at her.
Okay.
And then turn around and look at Vidania and roll her eyes.
I'm gonna pet the horse too. I'm gonna be like super on that horse.
Child.
I'm a big fan of Chip.
Yeah, you are.
So you guys continue on through here, passing by a couple of doors actually as you go through here, and end up at the mouth of this cave. And as you approach, you see two cultists in their full outfits. One of them is it's got this like light blondish kind of fur, head to toe. And as you approach, you can see a tail sticking out, just a little fluffy tail, but it's humanoid, bipedal, standing up on two legs.
The humanoid has fur, or he's wearing a fur?
Has fur.
Okay.
No, he has fur and a tail.
Yeah.
What? What'd you say?
Has fur and a tail.
Abaddon's gonna bang that thing before we leave the castle.
Fur and a tail.
Lee left. She doesn't even know what the hell's going on.
So you guys approach the other cart and
Can't feel the love.
Oh, Jesus.
Are we starting the Lion King?
Abaddon's a furry. Yeah, I think Abaddon might be a furry.
Shaving isn't my thing, so.
Their feet. Their feet are without boots or anything, so you can see like the padding on their feet and everything. And they are sitting there chatting, again, full regalia there with no headpiece though. Most of the people that you could see here, some of them walking in between those doors are wearing like the headgear, but these appear to be like lesser cultists. And so one of them is standing there with it's a tabaxi, clearly. You guys have seen this race before. Speaking with a human guy with kind of like darker tan skin and like spiky hair, almost like he has like gel that he puts into it. And the two of them are talking a little bit hushed voices as you approach, and they're standing right next to another cart that is very similar to the one that you have.
Was roll up, park, next to them as we approach. I just put up my hand and say, "Hail Tiamat."
They both turn, and they both raise their hand. And they shall rise.
Is this the line for dropping the carts off to the cave?
The human guy looks at you all, and he's like, "Yes, this is the stuff that's being brought down to the Cloud Chaser. What have you got here?"
Don't know. It wasn't our orders to look at it.
All right, just we'll bring it around. So he like walks over to Chip and takes the reins from you and starts walking the cart over to the side to like park it next to their cart. And
Boy, it's a good thing nobody checked.
you see the tabaxi walk over and lifts up the cloth, and then kind of like pries open with just this little tool that they have, and opens it up, and you can see there is just like a glittering inside. It's hard to tell exactly what it is because they just kind of like lift it, take a look, close it, but the light from like that's reflecting off of the ice walls definitely made it a lot more like flashy when the box was opened than if you had
It's the
perhaps
briefcase
seen
from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, there you go.
Did we all see that?
Well, you were up near the front with Erdnot as it was being like led away. If you wanted to, you can make a.
Like, could I see the reflection in the ice or anything like that?
Not from the front, but if you like wanted to hang back and and take a look.
I do.
All right, so you position yourself more towards the back so that you could like get a glimpse of it.
Do you want me to do that?
Well, yeah, you're doing it. You are
No,
doing
I mean
it.
like a token.
No. I
okay.
made it so you guys can't move your tokens.
Okay.
So you just kind of like hang back, try to get a little look. How about make a perception check? We'll go with perception check, and we'll see if you can see what is in there.
I'm not. This is sucky for me.
So
you got
6.
one good perception.
You got an
No, that was an
investigation. That was investigation.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
You need to stop perceiving.
So you try to get a little glimpse, but the other cultist is like really too quick for you. You get to see a little bit of a glittering as the light shines down from the castle walls, but you don't know exactly what's in there. But the Tabaxi looks over at the human guy and is like, "Yeah, this is gonna go down as well." Not. The Tabaxi then, or actually, the human guy who's up there near the front, he looks next to you. There are a couple of boxes. He's like, "What's in those?"
Oh shit! I don't remember I don't remember what was loaded in the back by the dude. Was it kitchenware or something?
Tell you.
Oh. Sorry, are we not supposed to remind him?
Why? Yeah.
Not unless he asks us.
Well, you guys are all standing there.
The captain said there was food and loot on the wagon.
Oh yeah.
Provisions.
I thought it was food.
So the guy's like, "All right, well, the food you can bring down to the kitchens. You guys all knew, huh?"
Aye, we've just been assigned here.
Well, lucky you. We're about to cast off. And he looks over at his companion there, and the Tabaxi looks at him and is like, "I mean, I'll go bring them. I'll bring them." And he's like, "Are you sure? Because I can bring them." And like they're both kind of glancing back at this cave entrance, and the other one's like, "No, I can do it. I'm happy to do it." And the guy's like, "Are you sure? Because like I can just go. I can bring them. I mean, I'll be back to help you bring this stuff down if you want." And they're like, "No." And they have this like little back and forth about like who's going to bring you guys to the west and who's going to stay and perhaps start bringing stuff down into the cave. And you get this like impression that both of them would rather bring you to the west, but they're trying to be civil about it to each other, and nobody really wants to go down into that cave. So they kind of go back.
That means we really want to go down into that cave.
They kind of go back and forth for a second, and then the Tabaxi's like, "How about let's flip for it? We'll just flip for it. That'll be fun, right?" And the guy's like, "Oh, all right." And the Tabaxi goes, "I'm tails."
Ha, I get it.
We both said ha at the exact same time.
Hey, you don't have Vidania's picture up on the stream. It's like
I didn't know she was back. I put it.
Oh, sorry.
She's very stealthy.
Yes. So you see the Tabaxi pull like a coin out of their pocket. Actually several coins, and then like looks through a couple of them and then chooses one, puts the rest in. And then they both stand there next to each other, and the guy's like, "Hold on 1 second." He looks at the Tabaxi, and they both look each other in the eye, and then they flip it, and the coin ends up, and they don't touch it. They like back away. It lands in the snow, and then they walk over, and the Tabaxi's like, "Yeah, I'll be back, Martin. Don't worry about it." And the guy's like, "Oh, right. Okay. Hurry back." So he starts unloading the stuff from your cart, and the Tabaxi walks over and is like, looks pretty happy, puts the coin back in their pocket, like, "All right, grab the stuff. I'll show you around."
Is it like what is this stuff? Is it like a
There's
box that one person can carry, or two people need to carry it?
There's like 2 boxes up at the front that like one person each could probably carry, or if someone wanted to be show off a little bit, you could carry both. They're just like wooden boxes that are covered.
Okay.
And so,
I'll grab both.
okay.
All right. Eric's gonna slap him on the back like, good for you. Good for you, little guy.
I can't see where I'm going.
No, you can't see where you're going.
All right, if there's any other stuff, Eric can grab some other stuff. Whatever.
There's nothing else. There's just like 2 boxes there. So or not,
Okay,
you're like
nice.
looking out, and the tabaxi kind of like,
Can I put one over each shoulder?
your arms are not like the boxes are too big to put them like that. You'd have to carry it that way.
Not long enough.
So Chip's going.
Chip is
She's
staying.
so sad
Yeah,
about
Chip is
I was
staying.
like, who the fuck
Chip is staying.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna
Yes.
be with Chip.
We're going. Chip is staying.
I'm gonna kiss Chip.
Okay. And when you do that, the human guy, he kind of stops for a second and he's like, "Is this your horse?"
Well, it was for a good portion of our journey, and I liked him. He did a good job.
Only been traveling 15 minutes.
Shut the dwarf up.
You don't happen to have a glue factory somewhere in this castle, do you?
So Martin looks at you and I was like, he hears or not say that as you guys stomp away, and he's like, "All right." And he just goes back to what he's doing. The tabaxi heads starts walking that way. She sees you, Erdnot, with everything, and she looks over at the nearest person to her, which is Vidania in this moment. She's like, "Dwarves, right?"
I don't know.
And as you guys are heading back in this direction, you pass by this door, and the tabaxi's kind of just like talking a little bit as they're going, and they're like, "So this one right here, this is just like a storage room. I don't really know what's in there. You can see, I mean, this castle is just fantastic. I never thought I would be so lucky as to be on a flying castle made of ice. I mean, it's pretty impressive, and not just that, but it's giant, like literally giant castle."
You
guys-
say I've heard this is a flying castle. If it's a flying castle, who pilots it? Who flies the castle?
The tabaxi looks and she's like, I never even thought of that. I have no idea. Huh. She just keeps going.
The wind, it's like up. Just balloons just tied to it like a movie up.
So she stops you all as you are coming over this way and is like, "So this right here is Resmir's chambers. Don't knock on the door if you're looking for stuff like in the storage room. Like, just don't make that mistake. Somebody did once, and it was just not. It was not good. The storage room is right over there," and she points again back to this, or they point again. Sorry, back over here. And like the storage room is over there. This is Resmir's chambers. Stay away from it unless you're called there. Leading you across this way. And as they go, they're like, "Look at this tower. It's just fantastic." And again, pointing towards the main keep of the castle that's up, just beautifully smooth ice all the way up. You head more towards this way, and as you approach like these stairs, pointing over there, they're like, "This is if you head up those stairs, the red wizards are over in that tower. Again, just stay away from it unless you're called there." And so they're pointing over to this tower right here, and they say right at the bottom of that one is the dungeon. Hopefully you don't have to see that firsthand, right?
And
Heading through here, they kind of like just kind of wave towards this door that you're passing, and they like a couple of cloud giants in there. We don't really like speak to them. We leave that to Redsmere, but that's where they live. And up here is the kobold, and as you're approaching, you can see more and more kobolds just kind of running back and forth in this area, looking like little chickens with their heads cut off. And up to the north is another gate that is closed at the moment. But they lead you up this way. Oops. Oh, it like shifted you all. That's interesting. So that you didn't like go into the tower. Cool.
my order is a mess.
So
Who was that behind?
That's Vidania now.
Vidania, catch up, will you?
I'm coming.
You head up through this way, and you can see like kobolds running back and forth through these open doors, actually. And the tabaxi is like, all right, well, here's where you're gonna leave the stuff. You can just kind of leave it outside this door here, but they make our food and, you know, do all the fun stuff.
All right, I just put the boxes down.
Okay. Looking inside, you can see in this area here some kobolds running around. There's a brazier in there that's glowing whatever kind of light that I hopefully set up. Can you see it? Maybe
I
not.
see something spinning.
It's pretty.
Spinning.
No,
I
it's
can
not
see it.
spinning.
Okay. And you can see kobolds, and then in this doorway up north, you can see like there are some kobolds in there as well, but it looks to be like a couple of them are like resting. So the tabaxi looks at you all and is like, so, I'm Ray. Looks at each of you.
Orclef, rock bottom.
All right.
So,
Nice to meet you.
Trog, you know, I'll throw my hand up like this, and I'll say, Trog, you know, I'm Trogdor.
Nice to meet you,
Just
Trogdor.
just sticking with that cover name.
Okay.
Danny.
Danny.
My name is Nakaya.
Nikaya with an N.
Yes.
All right. Abaddon.
All right, Mavadon.
Glavadon.
Lavadon.
I'm gonna introduce myself as Abby.
Okay. All right, and I'll let Zan choose.
Easier to remember, and then if I mess up, then it doesn't really sound like I mess up. You know?
So smart.
It sounds like I used an N instead of an N. It's smart when you really think about it.
I mean, Kaya.
Exactly. As long as you say Kaya, you got it.
So what was it? There was Orclef.
Orclef.
Trogdor.
Trogdor.
Mine's hard to remember. You might forget.
Danny. Abby and Nikaya. And then I don't know, I'll let Zan say. Zan says something, but I'm not going to choose for him.
Zan will just, he'd be like, I have no name.
I am one of the nameless.
Tagged him.
So, Ray is like, all right, well, the barracks
What an
are over.
eclectic group.
Yeah, right. Like, good to meet you guys. We should be casting off pretty soon. The barracks are over to the east. I'm gonna head back that way. Well, I gotta go help bring some loot down to the Cloud Chaser.
Do we know where we're casting off to?
They look at you and they're like, you know, I never really thought about asking. I just, no.
How did this sweet tabaxi get rolled up into this? Is there anyone by the barracks that we could find that may be as helpful as you were to us? Somebody that wouldn't pick on new recruits assigned to this place. Somebody helpful.
Um,
To help us show us around a bit.
Well, can't show us around.
they look at you and they're like, I mean, you can always just see who's around. Some of us have some tasks we got to do. I mean, I really wish I didn't have to do this one, but I can only get out of it for so long. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody free if you just go hang out there.
Who's in charge around here? Obviously, Rezmir, but
Yeah.
I can't imagine she troubles herself with the day-to-day.
Well, there are a couple of dragon wings over in the barracks there. You'll recognize them. They can direct you where to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, enjoy. Hold on to something tight when we take off. And then she heads back that way that you guys came. So you're all standing outside of the kobold area here, and the kobolds are still running around. They just kind of like push past you as they need to, or as they're darting in and out from their sleeping quarters here.
So, where to?
I think we should probably find the barracks. See where we'll be staying for a bit. Hopefully this isn't as short of a stay as our last few places.
Should we check out that storeroom?
So also as you looked up, like where you're standing, as you kind of the guys are all looking around and you scan up, right here in front of you is this tower. And as you can see from the shadow, so you notice that there are those three doors that you walked past. The one that they said the cloud giants are in, the one that they said Rezmir is in, and then the storeroom. But from the shadow here, you can tell that, you go up these stairs to the southeast of you right now and can head up. And this walkway essentially links this huge tower down to your west to the main tower. Like, it's not clear that there's like an entranceway to that main tower, like a very, like a big lavish one from the area that you're at right now, if that makes sense. Like, there's no
the red
door.
Wizards are in this tower.
That's the direction that they pointed, yeah.
Don't think we want to go there.
See, now we're all fucking paranoid from
Yeah.
twice failing to infiltrate a place.
I would say the barracks. We can get ourselves situated, make our cover a little bit more legit. At least we should start moving and walking and talking so people just don't stop and stare and wonder where the hell we are.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's get away from this stank filth.
right.
Mist.
What
Yep.
say you, ladies?
I could use a rest.
Yeah, me too.
So you guys start
I
heading
hate
back.
The cold.
Is it cold in here? I mean, I know it's made
is
of ice,
cold.
but okay.
Nope,
It's
it is cold.
freezing.
There's snow on the ground.
It's
I know,
snowing.
like you didn't know if there was like some sort of like magic that like made it bearable to be in this ice castle for a
Magic ice is like
time.
Kanye West. He's the only one that has magic ice. That's diamonds.
Flashing
You thought I was-
light.
You thought I was an idiot because I didn't expect the castle to fucking fly. You're looking at snow on the ground and you're like, I
Is it cold?
wonder if it's a tad bit chilly.
It's a legitimate question in a world of magic to ask if it's cold in an ice castle that floats via magic and has all these people living in it.
So you guys head in
Show
this
up.
direction.
Hey, if we get to the barracks and everybody's sleeping on fucking ice beds, it's a legit question.
So you're heading this way. I'm just gonna
DM, can they be arguing the whole way over?
somebody got.
Because it just seems like it makes sense.
Did we lose somebody? Oh,
No,
there
it
they
just
are.
got they just got.
Is it
Pushed
cold
on.
or not? You're a pussy if it's cold.
So you head up in this direction, and you can see the carts are now here in front. And I assume, unless you're saying otherwise, you're just following the trail that's already, been walked before. The cart is here. Both carts are there, but there's nobody there now.
Can we, as we walk towards the barracks, can we stop and look at this giant high five hand?
And
And-
Chip is still hooked up to the cart.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see me doing that.
So, do you want to go up to it? Do you want?
Yeah, I want to kind of do what perception investigation. I just want to look at it. And-
Well, are there... Okay. Sorry.
Nope. What are you trying to figure out?
it's a big fucking hand. I want to look at it.
Okay, but I like. Do you want to? There's investigation. There's perception. So, are you
Is it
trying to?
made of ice as well?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything is it on a base? Is it inscribed? Anything inscribed on there?
It's on a base. So as you or not, you kind of break away from the group and anybody else who's going to follow.
I'm
You
gonna...
head. Okay, Vidania and Erdnot head up to the base of the hand, and it just like looms as you get closer. It's just like towering over you. And you get up close. Make an investigation check as the snow is fallen and it is like kind of starting to accumulate at the base of this hand. All right.
13.
So you're able to push it away, and you do see engraved in the base something, but it is in Draconic.
You can read that, can't you?
I'm there.
Well, yeah. One of
Well,
you. I knew. someone who
Vidania
could
was
read.
with you, right?
No, it was.
No, I did.
Oh, it was you. Okay, sorry.
I thought it was Vidania too.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I thought it was Vidania who said it.
We have the same voice.
Nah, Vidania stayed.
Obviously.
So
I was like,
Abaddon,
oh, is that trouble I can get into? You guys
butt.
want to see my cat's butt?
No.
No, not ever.
so Abaddon, as you come closer and you take a look, not only like, so as you're approaching this hand, you feel this overwhelming, like, it almost is like in the pit of your stomach, but just this like reverence when you see this hand and knowing what it represents as you're walking forward. You're just like awestruck by the fact that this hand is there. It's made of this like solid ice, and it's just like almost facing a little bit up to the sky. And you just feel like this like happiness and warmth inside of you as
She
you get
getting
closer.
brainwashed.
and then you
We're gonna have to kill her.
look down at the
Shut up!
do it.
You don't even know what
I'll
I'm
do it.
feeling right now.
you look down at the area that Erdnot has cleared, and it just simply says like they shall rise on the bottom in Draconic.
Aw. Okay. I'll just enjoy that moment for a minute.
What are you gonna tell me what it says or not?
Are you gonna ask me nicely?
No.
He's a dwarf. They don't do anything nicely. They don't even carry boxes nicely.
I
He
did
just
ask
it,
nice.
He did it angrily.
Well, if you really need to know, it says, they shall rise.
Of course it does. Good craftsmanship, though. Can appreciate that.
Yeah, ice carving is a bitch. I prefer fire.
Can't carve fire.
So you guys continue on to the barracks area where people are just very, going through in and out. Are you going into the black door or the white door?
Oh shit. You gotta
I would
choose
say-
sides, huh?
I would say the white door,
I would say the white door,
since
Okay.
we just came
because
from.
that's where
we
Talus was
just came
from.
from Talus.
Oh.
She was a white.
She's
she was
white.
You fucking think it is? I'm saying, I'm like, black, white, It's like, where's the rainbow door?
Yeah.
Kick open the door. We got the flag!
So you guys head down to this entry door here, and you
Looks like we just walked over French fries. What are those things?
those are just like planks of wood that you they're like all on the side there.
Oh my god, I
French
wish they were
fries.
French fries.
I know, right?
Giant.
Well, I was
Tip
so
of the giant.
far zoomed out. I was zoomed out so far I couldn't see. But yeah, now that I zoomed out.
These are the mozzarella sticks we've been waiting for.
Right.
Oh,
Stop, I'm so hungry.
I know. Let me see.
stepped to a room with a dinner table. It didn't go so good. Somebody cover Erdnot's mouth. Don't let him speak.
What? Oh.
So as you guys come into this room, you can see several.
Ooh, it's so fancy. Sorry, I thought it was muted.
No,
Talk
you're
to
right.
the cat.
As you walk in, you see there's like a brazier in the middle there, a couple of chests. You walk right in, but you can see these cultists in like. You recognize at least a couple of these, the outfits that they were wearing as being second level from when you were in the Raiders camp. But then they're next to them in, and none of them have like the headpieces that you could see in these little tokens. They don't have them on. There are like two humans that you can recognize as being second level. You don't recognize them. There is a dwarf female that is also there. And
Ooh,
what's this happening?
What?
I said,
Finally
yeah,
get it off.
I thought it was. Yeah, Artie, she's a dwarf. What?
She's not gonna get it on just because she's a dwarf.
Well, I'm
I thought that was your thing.
Oh yeah.
Ernie's not adventuring
Bop, bop.
late. Especially with a crazy cultist.
Did you just do the? Did you just make it sound like it was the Doug?
do it for information.
Remember
Do
Doug?
it.
So there's two
Man.
two male humans. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, sorry. Two male humans and a dwarven female, and then there's just a regular old cultist, like nothing special, type, level 1, half elf, male who's in the room as well. And they're sitting there at the table, and as you guys walk in, you are wearing just kind of your winter clothes at this point. So you walk into this room, and they're kind of in the middle of a conversation as you stepped in.
And is this like the marching order? Like, as we can see it, is Zan and Erdy in front?
Oh, you guys don't want me to talk.
The first thing Eric would do is actually step in front.
Okay.
He would present that banner, and he would say, "I'll say, Talus the White from the Lodge has sent us here," and present the banner.
Okay. So you step forward, present the banner, and one of the human guys there with bald head, he's kind of like in his like mid-40s, it looks like. He leans back a little bit and looks at all of you and is like, "Motley crew." And then the other guy, who's even a little bit older than him, he's got lightly tanned skin. He's got more hair than this guy, but it's in a little bit of a ring, almost like one of those half like monk type haircut type things. There you go. He looks at the other one and he's like, "Yeah, don't accept anybody these days." The dwarven female kind of looks over at you guys and is like, "All right, you could just set that over there," towards the back wall here where there are 2 chests. Looking at this room, it does appear to be like an eating area. There's a long table that sits several people, and they just all kind of seem to be hanging out here at the moment. There are the 2 in the corner. You can see 2 full armor setups there, almost like mannequins, just standing at attention, facing out into the room. It looks pretty like lavish in here, but still with the ice walls.
And we just traipsed in all covered in snow and mud.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put the banner where I was told.
Okay. So you lean the banner up against there, and the dwarf looks over and sees you, Abaddon, and is like, "Oh, we don't get too many of your kind here. You've made the right decision."
I agree. Me and my dwarf friend, this is why we've come.
All right. Good to know. She looks over, and the half-elf, who's lesser on the totem pole than the other 3 that are in the room, is just kind of looking at you all.
We can see that by her, like, does she have different colors?
It's actually a guy, a half-elf guy, but it's like not wearing. They're all wearing their full thing, so you can see that just the one necklace thing, where the others have more. Yeah.
Oh, 4.
No, more than that.
Oh, more. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, holy shit.
I was like, oh, I gotta go. My car's being towed.
Left the oven on.
Towing my horse.
You can see my towing.
I gotta wash my hair.
Actually, they have.
Apology.
Yeah, they've got 3.
3 stripy
3
things.
prongs. Yep.
Don't worry, we've killed 3 prongs before.
I don't think we have.
I'm pretty sure we have.
You have not come across 3 prongs.
No.
Apologies for our attire. Talus told us that it was good. It would be better for us to travel more discreetly. So we had to leave our our robes behind.
So
But she said that we would be given the assigned more once we got here. New ones.
Make a deception check with advantage.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Because they didn't technically
do
ask
this.
you anything.
You can do this!
I don't know, we're just gonna shut up his every time we roll.
Yes, come on.
Deceive! Deceive! Can I do anything
That's
to
not-
make
Come
him
on,
more
boyfriend.
deceptive?
Come on, boyfriend.
I still only got a 10.
Oh,
Ooh!
I believe you have inspiration. Am I correct?
No, Micaiah has it
I
I
twice.
thought I
had
gave it.
But they are girlfriend and boyfriend, so if she has it, technically
maybe she
he has it, right? He has it.
No.
This is just biology.
mm-mm. It's not right.
Oh,
How is that?
damn it.
All right.
Why would they not,
So
why would they
the
not believe us?
the dwarf, as you step forward and you're saying this, she's like, I didn't ask you shit, actually. So why don't you go down below there, the next room? You guys can change, and then we'll assign you what you need to do.
Okay.
Ma'am.
And she sits there.
She's turned into Gunny from fuck, what's the movie? Not Apocalypse Now.
Full
Come on,
Metal
Cuba, help me
Jacket.
out. Full Metal Jacket, yeah. I don't remember asking you shit.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
It's just like, fuck.
So you
suck
guys-
dick.
Sorry, bullshit.
That
You
bitch
guys
can suck
head down.
through a garden hose.
Yeah, no, we just get stuck. Oh, no, we get stuck.
And in
You
this
can't do the whole movie in the game. We have to go.
you guys head down into this room, and sorry, somebody got taken over by somebody else's token. I think it's Abaddon and Arik.
Seb, what happened?
So you guys head into
Jumped all over me is what happened.
this. You head down into this room, and when you open up the door, you do see a couple of cultists who, again, lesser in their full regalia there, but they're just resting in their own like beds here. You come in, and one of them is fast asleep, and the other one is just kind of like turns over. You can't even really see who they are. They just kind of like grunt, look over to see you. There's a little bit of light in this room. Because it seems like people do come in and out. And as you step in here, I think this will be a good place to stop so that Zan and you all can talk about what you want to do. But you see chests here.
There's a bunch of people in here. We're gonna fucking put the pillows over their heads?
I don't know what you're going to do. You can do whatever you want. There are a couple of chests in here that appear to be what they're referring to in order to get changed. And then these individuals in here.
Are there other beds in there, or is it just?
It's
Like
the
the
beds
two-
that you see. You can see these. There's
Are you gonna go sleep in the stable
Yeah.
again?
7 beds
She's
or
gonna
so.
go find shit. You know
Can I
that she's gonna go
find?
find shit.
Wait, where's Chip? Wait,
He's
are
actually
there?
in fact-
Can I
told you,
get
son.
chips on the way to see Chip?
Boy, is she gonna be upset when they feed that horse to the dragons.
I know, right?
Dude.
Are you leaving the room?
Me? No,
Yeah.
not yet.
Oh,
Not
okay.
yet. No, I
Alright.
thought the beds were walls, actually. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, these
I
are all
need to-
beds in here.
Scoop in a little.
And we'll leave you
Oh, I
here.
can see where you were confused.
Yeah, I thought it was like beds in between the white things.
Yeah.
But now I see it now that I'm close up. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay.
It's okay with that and the French fries, the giant French fries.
So this
You know-
tells
Those are
she's
mozzarella
stopping it here. This
sticks.
tells me that we need Zan's even hand from this point out.
Yes. She's like, I think you need to talk to Zan. Wink, 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 wink.
Well, you guys are now in like the castle, so you.
I don't
No, I don't
I
want
know
to
he's.
without him anyway. I don't like playing without him anyway.
Yeah, I know he'll actually, watch and listen to this and catch up with everything. Like, I know he's gonna do that. So I
And if you
figure,
fuck up, it's best to fuck up altogether.
Yeah.
well, you're in the thick of it, so
We're
might as
kind
well.
of gonna fuck up no matter what. But
I know, but he wants
It'll
to
happen.
Sure, if he's there.
or be part of it.
Hey, look, we did okay so far. We didn't get caught. We've been here for a grand total of about 7 minutes, and we haven't started a fight. We are
Yeah.
fucking doing.
Great.
We're doing better than the last 3 places we've been at. So
we're
It's
in
okay.
a castle surrounded by
positive.
enemies, and we're about to take off. I'm not
have
gonna say we're in a good
Changed into
place.
Some wild thing. Got killed almost, and yeah.
Best information so far.
Fine, we got this, guys.
We got
You know
this.
what? If anything, I bet I know some dragons that can fly me down. So whatever.
I'm sure you do.
Nuh-uh, that was out of game.
You're
Nuh-uh.
breaking my
Shut up.
trust.
Not
No.
breaking. DM, we're done. We're done.
Okay.
Right?
Yes,
We're done.
we
I'm not
are.
saying this.
So thank you to Patsy, who I think this is the second time she's won dice from me. But she won the Okie Dokie dice that I will be sending off. And
that's really Pat. That's really Pat on a secondary account.
So I'll be sending that out along with like some stickers and buttons, which she probably already has actually, but
Wouldn't
she doesn't have the new one.
sticker.
Yeah, she doesn't have the new sticker, so we'll send that out. Let's see, word of the week again, cabbages. Also don't. Oh yeah, cheer! Yay! You can head into the armory, the tabletop games, or New England Comics in New Bedford, and enter that. Also, we've got normal human dice. Normal human designs. You can get 10% off with the code NAT30. Wormwood Gaming, you can get free domestic shipping with the code NAT30. We actually have quite a bit going on, and I cannot remember all of it, but thank you to everybody who stuck around. And we are going to raid Night Tide today.
I like
There,
the
Rowan.
night tide, baby.
And we will be back.
Let's go.
We'll be back on
I got it.
Tuesday. Or no, actually on Monday I'm going to be playing over at the Unicorn DM's channel. I believe she's going to be running a one shot. So I will be
Oh,
hosting that
sick.
on the NAT30s channel. Yeah. And
Are
then
you gonna be Issa out of game?
No, she's a different.
no, I'm a different
Ah.
character. Yeah, I made a gnome
I-
ranger.
Oh,
I
that
have
was a
this, like,
halfling.
weird-
Oh,
I have like weird ideas of what Issa does when she's not with us.
You can always write fan fiction.
Whole lot of banging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Banging and
considering
stealing and banging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Spying.
she's all about loots and booties.
Loot,
loot and booty.
booties and booties.
It's true.
booties and
Booties and booties.
first.
And then we'll be back on Tuesday with the bums again. So we will see you then. And thank you for our subs and follows. And we appreciate you. And we will see you in a few days.
Good night.
Hopefully the
Good
whole
morning.
crew.
Good afternoon.
Good night.
And to the bums.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
That was obnoxiously loud in my head.